Okay. Previously we have seen what are the protocols HTTP, HTTPS, what is hypertext, hyperlinks, and we have seen static web page, and when a web page will be called dynamic, when a page interacts corresponding to the client actions. If it responds, then it is known to be dynamic. Like if you are going to fill the registration details and we make some fields empty, then it will going to throw an error, the field is empty, means it is interacting with us, which makes a page dynamic. We have seen front-end resources. Okay, when a front-end resource is been submitted, what will happen then? They will pass the request to server-side programs, where the server-side program will process the request. If it needs the database, it can communicate with the database, and when finally send the response back to the client. Let's see with an example. Okay, let's take this. I have given the these details of a client. If we are going to make sign up, what will happen now? Till now we have seen only client side resources which a client can see that. Now if we click the sign up button, will we get anything written back from the server? No, those details will be submitted to a server program that will process the request, push the details to database, and acknowledge the client registration is successful. Let's see what will happen if we click this sign up button. If we click this submit button, where is it? Okay, if we click this submit button, it will going to invoke a program called REG, which will be at server. It will not be accessible to the client. Okay, it will receive all these information, the first name, last name, date of birth, all these fields it will receive, and it will push those details to database and will inform the client that registration is successful. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this is what will happen. First, client will request for the sign up page, which will be visible to the client. Okay, once client fills up the initial details and clicks on the sign up button, the request will be forwarded to the server program REG, as we have seen. It will be forwarded to the server program REG. What this program will do, it will push those details into the database so that all those details will be stored somewhere, and will process the request, and finally it will send response to the client that registration is successful. All these things will happen when we click the submit button. Okay. We cannot use the normal Java program directly as a server program. There are some syntaxes we need to follow. A normal Java program can be executed by a JVM, but a server programs cannot be executed by JVM directly. It needs a tool, a server tool. At present there are different kinds of server languages. If we say Java, there are servlets, JSP, Spring Boot, Rust, and so on. There are some more server-side programming languages other than Java, like PHP, Python, and so on. A normal Java program can be executed by JVM, whereas a server-side program will be executed by server. Okay, if we choose the server technology, we can get any kind of server available on the market. Let's say if we are going to use servlets or JSP, we can bring Apache Tomcat. If we write a servlet program, we need a server which can execute this server side programming. For servlets, we will use Apache Tomcat in general. Okay, there are a lot more servers in the market. Like Jetty, Glassfish, JBoss, Swamp for PHP. There are so many servers. After pushing the request to server, those details will be submitted to database. This database is used to maintain the data efficiently. Using the database, the insertion, searching and deleting, everything will be optimal. To make the database operations optimal and to retrieve the data quickly, we will use databases, so that our programmer life will be easier. For database, we will use MySQL. We can use any database. There is different kinds of databases: MySQL, Oracle, Postgres. There are many things. We will use MySQL. For server programming, we will use servlets. To run those servlets, we will use Apache Tomcat. And for front end, we will use HTML, JavaScript only. From the next session, we will start programming. We will develop in a simple application like feedback, reservation, or any application. Okay, let's end this.